So we have some updates to do. Let's play household profile and describing all the updates and what's been happening. So if you guys did read my moving away announcement in my little post section, that is definitely official. The part that I was saying, hey, until you guys come to me, until we settle things down, blah 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 blah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to move my PS4 somewhere else to where it originally was, because originally it's in the basement living room, but this is gonna have to end up in my bedroom because the wall where my gaming stuff is against the wall of the house, and that wall needs to be fixed before we do move away. So I'm gonna have to move some stuff. We figured it out how severely the condition was, but we do have to build the temporary wall so all the other stuff doesn't come around the house. But yeah, that's on July 28th. So I have until July 28th till my entire system kind of moves and goes into my bedroom. But yeah, I will not be using my old TV. I mean, TV currently, but that's mostly it. So, by the title, you guys are seeing PS4, PS5. Yeah. I am getting PS5 in September. So, for my birthday, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm super excited because I saw this game that I really wanted, and it was just kind of like, fuck it, get a PS5 because it's too much. So that's what's been happening. Besides the other announcement that I was saying that I was suffering and I was going through this and that, that is true. I'm not even going to lie. If they're gonna hear this from me verbally, I don't give a fuck, really. I mean, obviously I didn't really exactly tell them, but I did kind of tell them in a way, but I didn't want them to feel like they were the cause. But I was still trying to figure things out, like trying to figure my own emotions out. But yeah, I did let them go because I was in a position where I was suffering emotionally, and it was making me feel very, very small, and I was carrying a lot of weight for like 3 months in a row. And I know they're probably thinking like, what the fuck, you didn't tell me this, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck, like, I don't give a shit. They can go fuck themselves. I'm sorry if I'm being really blunty rude, but sometimes when you're suffering for so long, you're just like, go fuck yourself, kind of thing. I hope they do regret it, and they do realize that they had someone right in front of them, but unfortunately people are just, avoidance, I guess you can say that. I'm not gonna be nice about it, but so yeah, sometimes you gotta put yourself first and to realize how much valuable I truly am, and if people can't meet me in the same position I am, well, they can go for themselves again. So yeah, so really, well, what I've been doing is just growing and healing and changing, I guess you can say that, because other you guys can see my hair from brown to red. So yeah, I decided to dye my hair some red, and I was like, oh, fuck this, I'll dye my hair some red and have a little change in my hair and whoopie-doo beautiful. I really adore the red. It seems to catch some people's eyes with my color red hair, so but yeah, that's what's been kind of happening besides moving away and kind of starting fresh and starting over and meeting new people. Can say that. No, I'm just typically not gonna be in any type of relationship last one was just go fuck yourself. I know it sounds really mean, and I'm sure they're probably gonna be listening in the future and be like, what the fuck you mean, go fuck yourself? That's so mean of you. Sometimes you just gotta say what you gotta say, you know? Sometimes you just can't keep holding up a relationship by yourself, and it takes two to be in that position. And people just pursue me a relationship and can't meet me halfway or can't be 50-50 on things. Well, you know what? When you get lost, and go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. I keep saying it, but anyway. So, yeah, that's what's been happening, and that's what the whole post was about. That I was, like, emotionally suffering for 3 months. I know. They're probably like, why didn't you say anything? Kind of did, but I didn't say, hey, you were the cause of it. I was just like, hey, I'm in pain. I'm this. But sometimes it just takes some eye-opening and takes yourself to wake up and know what you really want and how valuable and worthy, and you know, you weren't the problem. But to be honest, if they were truly meeting me halfway, things would have been super amazing. It would have been beautiful. But unfortunately, people are just not capable of being in the same depth. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what's been happening. Besides the moving, I decided to, well, actually it was mostly my family, but at the same time I kind of wanted it, so it was, in a way, it was like awesome. It was happening in a way. It was basically happening. I didn't want to live where I was living now, where I'm currently am, because it's kind of sad. It was kind of depressing, and you don't get to meet people out here, so it's just like, you know, people are realizing it's affecting other people, so it's like time for a change for once. Anyways, so I'm walking around the whole freaking house, but I was like, I might as well just let you guys see what I've been up to. But yeah, that's I still cannot fucking get rid of that stupid ass shit. Like, it's just sitting there. Even the freaking ceiling. So that's a big problem. But yeah, so there's some few renovations been going on in this house. Preparing the house to be finished and sell and move out. And then hopefully I'll be more independent and I'll be able to install my PS4 again. Well, it's gonna be in my room, but my family were thinking of end of August of the deadline to the house to be finished and sell. And then, or they were thinking of next year, but because they want it so badly, they're rushing kind of way, so they're thinking of end of August per se as a deadline. But yeah, that's what's been happening with my streaming. I'm gonna try my best to stream until July 28th, because before July 28th, I won't be able to stream right off the bat, but I probably will be able to in my bedroom, because that's where it's moving. But it won't be in my living room, of course. It's gonna be freaking moved. But hopefully in the newer house, I'll be able to install my PS4 again and PS5. Also, super excited about fucking shit here. So yeah. So that's what's been happening. Hopefully you guys can kind of understand where this update's been going. And to be honest, for those of you who are listening to this, it's not to be like super mean or anything or towards anyone. It was just, you know, sometimes you're suffering for so long, you're kind of in this cold, I don't give a shit mode, you know, I don't care anymore, because it's like, you know, yourself deserved happiness. You deserve to have someone who meets you fully and halfway, and not somebody who just can't man up and grow, which they have said they wanted to grow and learn and growth and whatever, but apparently they can't back up their own fucking words, because, you know. So besides that, I'll give you guys a little update on that person. I'm not gonna say who it is, because there's really no fucking point. But so they were in this realm, and I kind of told the corner of the realm because, you know, they were in it, and they have completely fucking blew up the fucking house, and I thought it was stupid. I was like, I get it, like, you're hurt, but don't fucking blow up your house. Because, like, some people might want to use it and change it to something else. But no, the house is completely fucking down to the ground now. It's completely gone. It's almost like it just never got built in the first place, because the owner will be able to replace all these blocks and fill the holes. Yes, the entire fucking house is just purely gone. It's gone. It's back to the original mountain now. It's almost like it just never existed. It's kind of sad. It's kind of funny, but kind of sad at the same time, because my brain is just like, no, somebody used to live in that house. Somebody used to build something there, and now it's just like the other one's like, oh, we're gonna make it pretend they're not even there. Nope, never existed. Their house is gone to the ground. There's like absolutely nothing. There's no structure. It's just all cobblestone. It's all stone now. It's just regular Minecraft blocks, so it's really nothing there anymore. I did kind of left like an RIP with like a bunch of yellow flowers to kind of, you know, have a little graveyard site there. Just be like, hey, you know, this person was here. Like make them completely gone. But anyways, besides all of this, that is the current update, and that's currently what's been happening, and that's where all these posts been fling. But yeah, again, I've been doing so much better now. Like, I'm smiling so much now. Like, I even made a video. You guys can go watch my shorts. Called That's My Girl. It's basically where Hopi is the old version of myself back in the day. She's back to her old self. She's back smiling. She's back being sweet. She's back as, you know, the typical mini Hopi as she was, because, you know, I really miss her. And unfortunately, you know, some people don't get to see that side of me anymore, because, you know, it's life. People are just not ready for me, and that's fine. Somebody else will replace the other person, and not necessarily replace them, but kind of, you know, able to give all of that requirements that I've always asked, or like not to the extent where I'm always doubting, I'm always feeling lost and confused, I'm always crying, I'm always feeling in pain, I'm always suffering. Like, it would be at peace, you know, it would be peace this time. And unfortunately, for those of you that don't believe in religion, but unfortunately, I build a very close connection with God, obviously. He kind of showed me that this person was just not meant to be, and that's fine, because they were not meant to be after all. And God's like, if they return and, you know, if they decided to realize what they have lost in front of them, that's fine too. But again, I would just think, go fuck yourself, because it's just, you know, sometimes you just like, no. So yeah, it was just, you know, my relationship with him is a lot more closer now, and kind of following wherever he wants me to go. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, ugh, why do I have to deal with these little minions, you know? But yeah, I'm still growing. I'm still fucking growing. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I hope you guys love the update I've made for all of you. But yeah, it's just kind of an emotional, I was in an emotional state, but now I'm feeling so much better now. I do not give a shit. If they ever have an open arms, or they ever return back into my life, they're welcome to. But again, they're not going to meet me in the same old version they have left. It's going to be a new version. It's going to be a different version of Hopi, and not the version they want. It's going to be a whole new badass girl. I'm going to be a oops, sorry, a lot of things are falling. I'm going to be a badass. No, I'm going to be a baddie. I'm a baddie. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys next time, and as always, love yourself, and be kind, and choose you, and don't let immature, emotionally available people crush who you are. Please don't, because it's